Alright, hey everyone, welcome to the trunk updates for the 2nd of September. I know it says 2nd of September, and I know some people will say 4th, it's the 4th today, but if you see the post date, it's September 3rd, which for Australians is actually September 4th, so I only saw this today, so there you go. Joining me today is Ultraviolent4,
Hey everyone.
as always, what a cool guy. And we're here to talk about a couple of cool changes that have happened in the last couple of weeks/months. So the first one is the new time portal vault, the Desolation of Salt. So this is similar to a WizLab um, or some other kind of late game vault. It appears in Elf and Vaults, and right now it's guaranteed to appear, but apparently it'll be less common shortly. And I've read, like, I haven't actually been there. I think Ultra has. I'll let him talk after I just go through all the changes. But there's been a couple of like posts about it, and basically it seems to be like a kind of a tomb-ish level area. It's really difficult apparently. A lot of enemies that come in, and they're supposed to synergize with each other, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, it has huge binding salt storms, ancient treasure-filled ruins, new monsters, saltlings, so they're like orc warriors, peacekeepers, which have the battle cry and manticore barbs. So the battle cry is like the orc one, and the manticore is like the manticore one. The servant of whisper casts lightning bolt, still winds, which temporarily disables all clouds. So lightning bolt's probably the most dangerous one. Ragged Hierophant causes injury bond and resonant strike, and that's a smite targeted damage effect. Becomes more powerful for every golem next to the target. Imperial Myrmidon, fast, tough melee enemy with hexes and magic resistance halved on melee hits. Halazard Warlock, Lich with variety of powerful spells. Ghostly Sacrifice turns enemies into bombs and other stupid stuff like Molten Gardens and Crystal Guardians, Gargoyles. And the tiles are by Canopoems. So, Ultra, before I say anything, can you just give me your experience on it?
It's really hard.
Okay.
So what you said about the enemies synergizing with each other is true, and I think that's really cool. But they kind of do it too well, so you just get really, really owned.
So what were you playing when you went there? I heard you went once.
I've been there a couple of times.
Oh?
I was playing at Demon Spawn, I think.
Wow. A demon spawn lost in that. Jeez, that's pretty bad, man. Like,
Yeah, because there's barely anything you can do because they just sort of pin you down and then pile stuff on you.
yeah, look, the only problem I have with this place is the fact that it just has so much goddamn feature creep. There's just like a billion things in here that are like completely new and different. Like, what, Resonant Strike still wins, having an enemy with Manticore bobs that isn't a Manticore, Salt Storms, like Ghostly Sacrifice, melee on half MR. Like, there's just way too much stuff here, I think. Like, I understand the game is supposed to be like complex and edgy and cool, but come on, man. It's the same thing. Like, I don't know. It just feels like there's too many things in here right now. They need to remove some of these enemies, at
I
least from what
think
I can see.
it's that stuff's okay, but you also get guardian serpents in there,
God,
and
it's
then
disgusting. So
so
you
it's
can get
kind
like,
of yeah, you get blinked on,
and
and
then
then
ghostly sacrificed.
yeah,
That's really disgusting.
I think it's pretty cool that they're coming up with these new enemies that do new things, and it's cool the way they work together. But it's just a bit much,
I think.
especially
Well,
the worst one is the um, what's his name? The dude who the Imperial Myrmidon.
yeah,
So he's fast, you can't run. His hits halve your MR, and then
he
he hits
hexes
with
you.
spells. So you just die.
Yeah,
It's
it seems
pretty
like
nuts.
this will be like, for now at least, this will be definitely the place where I tell people to avoid. I might go
Yeah,
in
I
there
wouldn't go
once,
there.
but yeah, I'm probably not going to go in there at
You
all.
mostly see it in Elf as well. So
Well, there's another reason not to go in Elf. God damn. As if we needed another one, right? Anyway. Well, I'll probably do a Desolation of Salt video on the channel at some point, so we'll get to see my first-hand impressions of that. In terms of monsters, so sheep have been replaced with dream sheep. At this point, the dream sheep just look like inverted sheep. And they're a new pack monster that, when they're in large numbers, can put enemies to sleep. On top of that, I think they can also they do stab damage, and they can also directly hex you once they get low enough, I think. They're really squishy, like regular sheep, But from what I can see, unless they've been nerfed in the time that I've been seeing them, they're really quite frustrating. I think there's no MR check on the sleep, so if they get into large numbers, they can just constantly sleep you until you die. It's pretty
Yeah, that's right.
ridiculous. So have you died to them yet?
I haven't died, no, but
Yeah.
you can see the potential.
Like apparently someone got stabbed like 4 times in a row and like from full health, and then just got wrecked through no M because it doesn't check MR currently. I think unless I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's right.
So like if it
When you
doesn't check
have
MR,
a whole bunch of them, they do some special spooky sheep thing.
yeah, that's disgusting. Anubis guards have been merged with Ushapti. The latter get Anubis' guards wanting cry and dispel undead. I have no idea what the Ushapti is. Is that the statue? Is it the dread statue?
They're the ones that do the draining cloud.
So they, okay, well that's fine, I guess. Anubis guards are like really nothing much. Battle cry has been simplified. Instead of working differently for every monster that casts it, always and only affects all allies of the same genus. So orcs can only might other orcs, angels can only might other angels, etc. So this means that orc knights can now might warlords. That's pretty bad. Holy shit. God damn. Like orc knights are, oh god, that's disgusting.
That's fine though. You shouldn't be fighting an orc warlord at the same time as an orc knight.
Yeah, true, definitely. Iron Giants are back to speed 10 from 8. Wow, thanks. But have had their other stats reduced somewhat. So that's, like, in all honesty, like, I don't give a fuck about Iron Giants anymore. That's fine. Now that they're completely out of depths, there is actually no problem with them. If you want to go into Extend and fight extended enemies, you're more than welcome to. But it should not affect the 3-rune game like that. Like, having Iron Giants just completely buttfuck you in depths is disgusting. But when you have level 27, you have 27 in like half your stats, half your skills. You have an OP god, max late game stuff, hundreds of consumables. Fine, Iron Giants can be however OP they need to be. You know what I mean?
They
Um,
still wreck.
yeah, they still wreck you, but
I couldn't 1v1 Iron Giants when I was doing a 15 rune game as a deep dwarf.
well, Ultra,
They were killing me.
why are you doing a 15 rune, huh? What's wrong with you? Stay in the 3-rune game, bro. Stay there, man. What are you doing?
They're still insane, but yes, your point is correct.
Like they should be, they're insane, and they honestly should be. But putting them in, obviously, the 3-rune game is stupid, especially when you can figure out how an Iron Giant can kill a 15-rune character, and then he can also see invisible. Now because they decided that Iron Giants weren't bullshit enough. Like it just it doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyway, so Snorg goes berserk less often, but can berserk from full health. That's actually really bad, because if Snorg actually does go berserk, it has to be a teleport. There's no way you can fight it at full health unless you're also berserk. So just keep that in mind. Giant eyeballs now cast paralyzed gaze in only 2 tries instead of 3. Oh yeah, just put that mechanic back in the game. Just put that fucking mechanic back in the game. Thanks, guys. You know what's really fun to do? To make our players just die. Like that's really good. It's just excellent. Just purely for fun, you know? Why did you even put them back in the game? Like what like this change tells us basically that the devs are like, you know what's a really good idea? You know what's a really good mechanic? Paralyze. Oh, it's not strong enough. We really want it to be a functional part of this game, so let's just chuck it back in, don't fix it at all. Just whatever. Like, if it worked like sleep and you woke up when you got hit a couple of times, it'd be fine. But Jesus Christ. if I die to a giant eyeball, like, I'm gonna be so mad. Anyway, so instead of six Furhies being tier 4 demons and Chaos being tier 3, the opposite is now true. That kind of makes sense. 6 Furhies are really strong compared to Chaos spawns. 6 Furhies just randomly, like, they hit you for, like, those ones are the lightning ones, the blue ones with the...
That's right.
Yeah, with the yellow tail, and the Chaos spawns are the
very fast.
Star. Well, they're kind of like Juggernauts, but faster and slower, respectively. Like they move really fast, and they don't move for a couple of turns, and they move really fast again, and they do lightning damage. But yeah, they are technically stronger than Chaos spawns. So that makes sense. Monster descriptions have been revised. I don't think anyone really reads those, but thanks Marvin PA nonetheless. You are doing things that only about 5 people actually see. That's all right. If you want to do some reading, Crawl's got you covered. Casual, like, what, 80k characters, 80k words in the game, just from, like, descriptions. It's a lot of stuff. All right. Clarity now gives immunity to sleep. That's cool, I guess. It's very irrelevant considering Clarity is only Ashen Zari and Amulet of the Four Winds, right? Yes.
Yes. And if you get a random mutation.
Is that mutation even there?
Yeah.
It's still in the game? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Gozag and Exploration Guards work better in Sprint. What? We don't have a Sprint button. This isn't Cataclysm. What are you talking about? What are they talking about here? Ultra, what are they talking about? Sprints? What the hell? What's that?
Is that a serious question?
What's a sprint?
It's a game type.
What? What did
So
you
you know
s-
how No Crawl is a spin-off.
So it's a meme.
It's a spin-off of Crawl,
So it's a meme.
I guess.
It's a meme. Well, that about tells you guys exactly how I feel about sprints. But hey, one day I might actually do one. You never know. Bio no longer enhances worshippers' armor or shield bonuses, so this is it's enough, but really no one plays Bio, so I'm just like slowly triggering Ultra, just ever so slightly, just pushing on a little bit more. And now for the big hit. Biosh needs to be removed, dude. He needs to be
No.
removed. Yes. Him and Ured need to be merged into one god, and they don't have to be orcs anymore. It's so stupid. In a game that works against flavor, it makes no fucking sense for a god to just sit there and be like, only for this one race and only have this specific mechanic. It makes no goddamn sense at all. And at the end of the day, he's basically Ured. Like he's pretty much Ured. I think the two could be combined into one god and be a-okay. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't make any sense at all. Your shot now. It's your turn. Defend yourself, Ultra. Go on. Defend yourself. What are you doing?
What do you mean it doesn't make sense from a flavor perspective? The
No, I'm
flavor is
saying
that you're Orc Jesus. That is the most
you could just be
flavorful.
regular Jesus. Why do you have to be an orc? That's racist. What are you just racist? Come on, man.
It is by far the most fun god to roleplay and do all that sort of stuff.
Ultra, you said roleplay?
Yeah, man. I
Who are
actually
you? Who are you again?
I get really sad when my Orc followers die. I care more about them than my own character.
Okay. So now we've just revealed Ultra as a orc fetishist. We'll move on. So the regen mutation strength has been doubled, matching most of the other sources of regen. That's cool. 10 out of 10. And Vistalkers now gain regen at XL 4 and 12 instead of 1, 6, and 12. So they get their regen faster. Wait, so does that mean the first. Wait, what? Does the first regen. Vinestalkers don't start with regen anymore? Is that what that's saying? I think that is what it's saying.
No,
right?
no, they do start with fast regen.
Oh.
Oh, no, wait, no, you're correct. It says they don't.
Holy shit, that's really relevant.
But at 4, you'll have the same as at 6.
No, but that's really bad.
Yeah, it means the first few levels.
That's actually really bad. Vinestalkers are actually really bad now. Oh, like they're really not consistent. Because in the first 4 XLs, you're basically like a mix between a Spriggan and. Yeah, you're basically just a shit Spriggan and a human. Like, you're
just gonna die to the first ad EC.
Holy crap, that's insane. And you can't heal either. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, Vinestalkers might just be a lot worse now. Kill Mute is. Yep.
I'd say that's probably correct. At least for the early game, which is most important.
Which is really important. Okay. So Cure Mute is now slightly rarer, but still more common than it was prior to Armute removal. Honestly, I wish they just like. I don't know. Cure Mute is one of those things now, kind of like Remove Curse, where you either have way too much or you don't have enough at all. Like, it's kind of annoying, honestly. Really makes me question why they even have the mutation system at this point. It's just like, they kind of just. I don't know. I feel like you could just make them debuffs and it'd be kind of fine. Mutations seem kind of meh. Kill mutes. I'm thinking. Do you feel like there's less now?
It feels like that in my current game where I'm frail. But
Yeah. You're always frail when you need to kill mute, right?
yeah,
It's always frail, berserkitis, or teleportitis, or the reading one. That's really bad. God.
I don't know. I like I like mutations because playing mutation roulette is really fun.
Yeah.
But I really don't like how they removed R mute, and then there's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. That's kind of frustrating.
I used to do I used to do pretty much equal thirds of for my third room between Abyss, Slime, and Vaults.
Yeah.
But when they took away our mute, it's not worth going in Slime because you'll just get mutated. I don't know. I don't like it.
Slime. Slime you only go in if you have Alka Road. TBH. But
Yeah,
like
but
that
even if you have that, you're going to get mutated.
you kinda gotta
Pretty much
remember that
100%.
Armute's different. Like if you put Armute back in the game right now, it'd be completely different from what it was before. Because it has so much more competition to have. Because regen's in the game now as a thinger. You've lost clarity, you've lost resist corrosion on the amulet. So it's like you basically it would just be like Armute and and what do you call it, that other one? Uh, Regen. But the thing is, Armute wouldn't be a amulet this time around because amulets don't seem to give you resistances anymore. They give you like some random buff thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a bit different now. So I feel like if Armute got put back in, it'd have to be some kind of like ring slot maybe, possibly. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, um,
I'm not really sure what exactly you do, but it just feels like another one of those things that you can't play around, you can't do anything about, and then sometimes it just kills you.
yeah, that's really frustrating, especially if you get high stat rot. Oh god, stat rot. Oh, I gotta say, stat death needs to be removed, man. It's so archaic. It doesn't fucking make any sense. I'm so mad. Anyway, let's keep going. Temporary mutations only have a 50% chance of causing stat rot to undead, but I think that means that they. Wait, what? They only cause stat rot to undead, but they don't rot them anymore, I think, right? That's how that works?
Yeah, that was the last change.
Yeah, and also the mummies have removed their like cure self thing removed as well. Okay, that's cool. All right, so all temporary allies, including but no longer limited to summons, are now unable to attack out of your LOS. So that's a huge nerf. That's a huge nerf to necromancy. So necromancy is now significantly worse than it used to be. The reason why Necro was so damn good is because you can make a huge bunch of dudes and then just go TA and then back off while you heal, and they'll sometimes kill stuff. Now it's like they're just as bad as summons. So I'm actually that nerfs your red, Kiku, and necromancers in general. That's actually very significant. It doesn't sound like it is, but it actually really is. So that's a bit of a hidden gem. What do you think, Ultra?
Isn't that how it was supposed to work anyway?
Kind of, but think about it like this: your army doesn't work anymore for your red. If you TP out and then try to recall, as you're recalling, all your allies just don't do anything. They used to fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty significant, especially if you're holding a huge amount, like you with your red and simulacra and all that. You're actually going to be in quite a bit of trouble. So this is actually kind of bad. Okay, that makes Necro significantly worse. It's very significant here. Crawl's secret monster stealth mechanics have been removed. All monsters now have the same chance for their location to be guessed at while invisible. Wait. Oh. So that probably refers to invisible things, vampires, and such.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a buff or a nerf, or that makes the game easier or harder. Like, it actually depends on the numbers, really.
My
Um,
experience is that unseen horrors, you tend to see them much more often now.
much more often. Oh, that's very good. Because in the early game, those things are real pains in the ass. Pain in the asses.
You still can't hit them though, but
Yeah.
it's nice to know kind of where they are.
I can know that if I have a shotgun, I can hit in this direction and it might hit him. That's nice.
Yeah.
Friendly detected monsters, e.g., Jivia or Jiva, depending on how you want to say it, no longer interrupt resting. That's cool because Jivia is kind of annoying to deal with. Like pressing 5 and then having to press enter a lot. Oh god. Right clicking on the web tiles minimap should work properly again. Good. I don't remember when this bug was actually removed, but sorry, when it was in the game. But hey, it's gone now. Nice. So a very long-running bug finally fixed. Low HP monsters will no longer fireball themselves to death or banish their allies. That's kind of cool, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. Great traps no longer instantly obliterate poorly placed items. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't know
Yeah,
that was a
I've
thing.
not seen that happen.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen. And Eustachio, the Eustachio skeleton, will no longer appear in anyone's games. So that's a couple of cool bug fixes. Couple of people talking down there. Something salty joke. Bad humor aside. Okay, so anyway. So yeah, Ultra, how you doing so far? Now that we've gone into the, it's only been 20 minutes, so we can go into like some disgusting roundtable kind of style stuff. What you been up to lately? How's your crawl career been?
I ended up dying in my streak.
Ah, you're
So
shit. Ha.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Sorry, keep going.
I made it to 15 and then
That's
died.
pretty good. There's only 15 runes in the game.
Yeah.
That's that's decent. Yeah. So how did it happen?
So I died in Spider.
Oh,
Uh,
spider. Not
yeah,
normally a place where you die, but very common for you to die if you were going to die. I guess on a streak, you would die there because everything's faster than you. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that wasn't the issue. I went downstairs and there was a god. What's it called? A moth of wrath and a couple of spiders.
Oh yeah.
I went back upstairs, read a teleport, and then it berserked me,
hmm
and I just died waiting for the teleport to kick in. That's pretty
Damn,
much
that
nothing I
sucks.
could do.
Could you have? Oh, were you like 8 tile surrounded?
No, I had a. There were two other spiders, I think.
Huh.
One of them was the dude who nets you and traps
Oh
you.
god, that's so frustrating. Yeah. And
Yeah,
the other one was the jumping and the wolf spider. I assume.
yeah, the wolf one.
Could you have possibly moved instead of fought? Do you think that could have worked?
Maybe. In
Well, it's
truth,
obviously. Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna die from 300 HP in
Jesus
a few
Christ.
turns
What were you
because I was
playing?
an ogre.
Oh god, yeah, that's
And because
surprising.
I was Zerk that had a million HP, and so I just
Jesus,
thought, all right, I'll just hit some stuff while it kicks in, and then I just died.
that is depressing. So what have you been up to now? Have you been winning it still, or have you given up for a week?
I've been playing speedruns,
Oh yes, how you been? How you been doing?
so I got my best run ever.
Hang on, how do I do this?
No, not real time. That's what you're thinking.
Oh, oh, you're doing turn count speedruns.
Yeah,
You're disgusting. Get out of here. All right, what's your turn count?
I did a game at 36k turns.
36k turns. That's pretty good. What are you playing?
It was a deep dwarf,
Deep dwarf. What?
monk, I think.
Oh, that's interesting. So you
Yeah,
went deep dwarf monk and you did a turn count speedrun with 36k turns. That's not bad. It's not bad.
yeah.
So you ever going to return back to real time or what?
I did a couple of those the other day, but I kept dying.
Kept dying? That's
I
sad.
died twice on Ascension, I think, and once in Zop 5.
Wow, that's brutal. I thought
Yeah,
you meant
it's
like in
pretty
the early game. Holy shit. Did you
No,
ever?
there
Were you
were.
about to break 1 hour then?
No,
Oh,
I
feels
never got
bad, man.
quite that fast.
So you got wrecked by another guy, Shard. He got a 51
Yeah,
minute time.
that's right.
Like, damn,
It's
feels
pretty
bad,
awesome.
man.
No,
Like,
it's fine.
yeah, we should really do a what do you call it? A speed run discussion. Might run a mini tournament with you guys to see who can win the fastest. Obviously, I won't be participating, but yeah, the winner will come on. Maybe have a video with me and Ultra, and maybe one other real time speedrunner if we can get them. But it could be cool. What do you think, Ultra? This is live,
Yeah, that would
like
be
live
fun.
participation.
Are you going to commentate it?
Well, if they send me a VOD, yeah, I will. But if they don't send me a VOD, then I guess I'll just not do that, and I'll ask them in an interview style. I
But
mean, it could be pretty cool.
when you say you have a tournament,
Yeah.
do you mean you kind of start everyone at the same time, like when you have the actual tournament?
No, I mean, I'll just kind of submit. I'll just get people to submit like good stuff. I don't know. Just crap. The Morg thing. Um, yeah, that's probably gonna come after I get greater player guys. So I'll explain that to Ultra later. But hey, We're done. 25 minutes in. Ultra, you have anything else to say? Any cool stuff you want to impart on us?
Not really. Sorry,
That's all right. He's always
I'm
been
not a cool
one.
guy.
He's never been a cool guy. I'm the cool guy in this duo, I guess. Wait, who's the real cool guy in all of Australia? Who's the coolest guy? It's not Z, right? Z's not the cool guy.
No, he's not cool.
He's not the cool guy.
No.
What about Checkers? Checkers not the cool guy.
No.
Does that mean I'm the cool guy? Fuck.
I don't think any of us are cool.
I'm the cool guy. Nah, I'm pretty cool. Oh god. Also, I was playing in a league tournament. I guess no one gives a shit, but it's on Twitch. You can go to twitch.tv/sucogs, I think, and I was there, and I killed the shit out of everyone. So that's really fun to see. I don't know if that's really relevant, but I'm just trying to pad for time. You know it is.
What position do you play?
I play the jungle. If you
The
were
jungle.
wondering, yeah.
So you just go AFK?
No, I actually flipped some shit. I killed a
Mm.
lot of people with my bare hands, my bare fists. You should go watch it, Ultra. It was pretty good. Anyway, that's enough selling out for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time. Ultra, say goodbye. Say goodbye.
See ya.
Hurry up. Say goodbye. No, Ultra, you gotta say it again.
Goodbye. There's
Say
a
it.
plane.
No.
It's really loud.
Oh, yeah, that's the plane. Well, see you guys.